And we're just talking about Julian Assange, and we know that his physical and mental well-being is absolutely suffering as a result of what's going on there. You were, what, 804 days in prison. How on earth did you cope with that?
I mean, the book is about that subject, essentially. You don't cope. I mean, this is one of my primary concerns about Julian Assange, is the prison conditions that he is being kept in Belmarsh Prison in the UK. This isn't Iran. This isn't Iraq, where poor Robert Pether is currently rotting away under fears right now of suffering from cancer. You know, this is the United Kingdom. Why does he have to be kept in a maximum security prison, largely in solitary confinement? He did suffer a mini stroke, as Gabrielle mentioned. I don't understand why somebody who's clearly not at risk of committing violence or endangering the UK public at all should be kept alongside criminals, murderers, terrorists in a maximum security prison. So there's that, and I mean the initial court ruling in the UK was very much about that, about the impact on his mental and physical health, given those prison conditions and the limbo that he's been subjected to. You know, an uncertain, unclear amount of time in prison with no end date. That is a form of psychological torture.
The reason that there is not a finite end date is because there is a process underway, and he, as he's entitled to do, is appealing each decision until the appeal process exhausts itself. And in the meantime, because he's a flight risk, because
why would he be a flight risk from a low security prison?
He is a
low security prison. How is he a flight risk?
There has never been a complaint that I'm aware of that the nature of the prison has contributed to his mental or physical well-being.
I can tell you 100% it would have.
Well,
you are locked in a cell 23 to 24 hours a day on your own. You don't think, for days and days, he's been there for 3 years, you don't think that's going to have an impact on his mental health?
He hasn't been in solitary confinement for 3 years.
For a large period of time he has, and he's been diagnosed with a number of mental health illnesses as a result directly of the prison conditions.
Which is why I insisted that we constantly inquire to ensure that his mental and physical health...
Why didn't you request he be removed to a prison that is less harsh, where he's not being kept in the conditions that terrorists are being subjected to?